What's up, everybody? Rob Vico here, and I'm making this Facebook Live video, and we're going to be talking about bad breath. Yeah, you read that right. Bad breath. We're going to be talking about chronic halitosis. We're going to be talking about toilet paper. Yeah, we are going to talk about that. And we're going to talk about what that has to do with reinventing your business, okay? So why reinvent your business, right? A couple of weeks ago, a friend of mine posted up an article about Zillow kind of jumping into the real estate market. Then they posted up an article about Amazon jumping into the real estate market. And that got me thinking, if real estate agents don't start to reinvent themselves, they're going to end up like Blockbuster. They're going to be fucked. They're going to be taken out. Big companies with big technology are coming into your market, and you need to reinvent yourself, okay? Now, this isn't just for real estate agents. I'm using that as an example, but in business, you have to constantly be reinventing yourself. See, I've been in this business now 18 years. We sell promotional products. That's what we do. We sell company t-shirts, embroidered corporate apparel, and branded promotional items. And in 2010, I had to start figuring out how to reinvent my business because there was big companies moving into the online space. And now I have to deal with cheappromos.com and cheapychangaproducts.com. And I can't compete with that. So I had to reinvent my business. I wrote the book, Outrageous Promotions, and I reinvented my business by figuring out how to use promotional items in a much more powerful way so that I'm no longer selling a commodity and competing on, well, I can find this item cheaper for 25 cents online. Well, I'm not selling you a 25-cent pen. I'm selling you a campaign. I'm selling you a marketing campaign, right? So what does all this have to do with toilet paper? And what does this have to do with bad breath, right? So last night I'm watching this show called Adam Ruins Everything. And on this show, oh, what's up, Kevin? Oh, man, I got a bunch of people on here. Xavier, I don't know if you guys are still on. Kevin, Kat, Carmen. Oh, my God, Kat, I haven't seen Kat since we went skiing in Gatlinburg. Wow, that was a long time ago. Anyway, last week I did a video that no one can hear me. So if you guys are watching and you can hear me, give me a little comment, give me a little like or something to let me know that it's working and you guys are hearing me. All right, so last night I'm watching this show called Adam Ruins Everything. All right, I got some likes, which means you're hearing me. So Adam Ruins Everything. And he's talking about how Listerine reinvented its product into mouthwash, okay? See, Listerine, before being mouthwash, was an antiseptic used in operation rooms, in surgery rooms, is where they used it. So at some point, somebody bought the rights to the formula for that antiseptic product and started to market it as mouthwash, right? The logic being that if it kills these invisible germs in an operating room, then it will kill the invisible germs in your mouth. But that strategy didn't work too well. So then they went and they tried to start to push bad breath. And that didn't work very well either. People weren't responding to this whole notion of bad breath. And this is talking like 1910s, 1915. And then in 1920, they figured it out. And they used an old Latin term, and they basically coined and created chronic halitosis, right? Before, chronic halitosis did not exist. Now they've coined this. They've taken it from killing germs in your mouth to making it a little more personal, to making it about bad breath. And now they're creating it into a disease, into this thing that people have, chronic halitosis, right? So I thought that was pretty cool. Now, if you're watching and you're thinking, no, I don't believe that they would just make this up. Well, I got the proof. I'm going to post it right here in the comments. This is directly from Listerine's website. Oh, okay. Or maybe I can't post it in the comments. Anyway, so on their website, they even talk about how they're the ones that coined the term chronic halitosis. And I'm going to show you in the comments. Why won't these things post? And I'll show you in the comments some of the ad campaigns that they were running, which were just like unbelievable, right? They were running ad campaigns about, are you unpopular with your children? Like your children don't want to cuddle with you and hug you because of your chronic halitosis. They were running campaigns about your friends talking behind your back about your bad breath. And there was another one that they were running that was always a bridesmaid, never a bride. And that's because you have chronic halitosis. So I thought this was pretty cool. I thought this was, for a marketing junkie like me, this was just kind of blowing me away. And then he moves on to talk about butt paper, okay? So now the butt paper people, the toilet paper people, have figured out how to reinvent their product to sell us more of it. Okay. Let me see if I can get one of these images to post up here in the comments so you guys can see the ads that Listerine was running. I can't get it to post. Anyway, so then he starts talking about toilet paper. So I don't remember the year, but a few years back, some executives at Kimberly-Clark were looking at their toilet paper numbers and realizing that toilet paper sales were flat. Toilet paper sales were not increasing. Other products within the Kimberly-Clark line were increasing. Toilet paper had kind of met its max. People are just not doing enough number twos to sell more toilet paper. So they had to figure out a way to sell more toilet paper. And what they came up with was flushable wipes. Okay? So they didn't necessarily reinvent the whole product. They reinvented the process of us wiping our butts. Okay? And if you look at the commercials, it's pretty genius because the commercials are similar to the way Listerine was doing it before, where it was more about your personal hygiene. Okay? And then what I found really interesting was that they did something that Listerine couldn't do, which was they not just figured out how to reinvent the product, but they figured out how to reinvent the product and sell us both of them, because they got commercials that run with that little English lady, and she says, first you wipe with the dry, then you wipe with the wet, then you wipe with the dry again. So now they got us using the dry toilet paper twice in one session, and they stuck in that wet flushable wipey thing in there. So it's amazing the way that these companies can use their marketing and just kind of completely reinvent their whole product. And I was watching another show that he did about the supplement industry and how it's not regulated, so therefore they can make a supplement out of anything they want. So they can basically not reinvent the product, they just creating products out of nothing. So I thought, you know what, that's pretty cool. I want to make a video and share it and get people thinking about how do you reinvent your business. I've been in business 18 years. After 18 years, things kind of get a little stagnant. You got to kind of revive and reinvent. I see some of you on here, like Carmen Baker. I know Carmen's been in business for a long, long time. I know Ariana's in the real estate market. You guys need to start to reinvent yourself. Lucky for you, you guys are with Kurz. That guy's really kind of reinventing the way to market real estate. Now they got to reinvent the way that his agents position themselves. You got to have a niche market, or you got to have a niche service, or Zillow and Amazon are going to eat you up and chew you out, like so many of these big internet companies did to small promotional companies that didn't think they needed to reinvent themselves, right? Like, think about Blockbuster. They must have been sitting there in one of their executive meetings saying, oh, no, that Netflix, that's a fad. That's never going to take off. Netflix is never going to work. And where's Blockbuster now? Gone. I actually saw a story the other day, right? Completely random ADD thought. But there is one actual Blockbuster store still open in America. I don't remember where it is. You can maybe Google it. But I was really kind of fascinated by the fact that there was one little Blockbuster store somewhere in America. I don't know where. Anyway, so I want you guys to think about your business. Think about how you can reinvent it. Going through here, seeing how some of you like Kevin, right? Kevin's an attorney, but Kevin has kind of got a niche way of marketing himself as the consumer protection law firm, right? It sounds very official, very authoritative. So that's a great way to kind of reinvent the way you're positioning yourself. So I see some comments, but usually when I do Facebook Lives, I'm on the set of my show, so I can't even see the comments. Now I see, oh, ZMG Media, 17 years. Right, 17 plus years. How are you going to reinvent yourself, Z? What's next? What's next before you get taken out? All right, I'm done. Going to wrap it up. If you guys find a way to reinvent yourselves, please share it in the comments. Share it with the other people who are watching this video. Give people some ideas. Maybe it gets their juices going, all right? And I'd be more than happy to chime in and give you my thoughts on it. But you got to reinvent yourself, right? It's almost like we're at the point with the global economy and technology that if businesses are not reinventing themselves, it's reinvent or die. That's where we're going. Reinvent or die. You got Ubers, Airbnbs. You got gas stations, right? There's some company now called the Gas Ninjas. They've reinvented gasoline. They come to your office or to your house and fill up your gas tank. You can get on a weekly schedule. You know, you pour gas, you fill up the tank every Tuesday, every Friday. They'll come to your office. They come right to your house. Technology is changing everything. It's changing the way that we live our lives. It's changing the way that we consume products, changing the way we spend money. And those businesses that do not adapt, that do not reinvent themselves, that do not figure this out are done, are done. I say this in one of my shows, there's only 3 ways to grow your business. That is to get more clients, get your existing clients to spend more money, or get your existing clients to order more often. You're not going to get your existing clients to order more often or spend more money if you do not start to reinvent the product and service that you're offering the market. All right, I'm out. That's what I got for you guys today. Reinvent or die.